good evening, good afternoon, traders and students all around the world. This is FXPassion broadcasting you live on YouTube. Hello King, how are you? And remember, this is Forex Trading Course 101. We are trying to learn the three pillars. We're trying to build a strategy and or a system that we can understand and obey and execute. Pillar number 2, we are trying to understand risk management, and pillar number 3 is the big one, is the psychology part. What do champion traders, what do champion beginner traders say? That we are not going to live and die on a trade by trade basis. And of course, this is a quote from Mark Douglas. Remember, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide, and the webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Hello VA, how are you? And for homework or questions, you have my Gmail contact, my Skype contact, and my LinkedIn contact. Hello Salbakti, hello Miguel. And everybody, we are ending the beginner module and we are in the Forex trading week day 3, right? Remember, these webinars are not trading or investment advice. Tell me everybody, what is the thing that you still struggle? What is the thing that still makes you problems, everybody? What are you still struggling with? But remember, we are talking about the basic and the beginner module, so don't ask me about Fibonacci's, everybody. Okay? We are in the Forex trading week. What are the things from the basic and the beginner module that you still struggle, everybody? So this is maybe a way I can help you. Hello Zuelius, hello Annie. How are you? So type in the chat, everybody, what are the things that you still struggle with, and type in the currency pair that you want. And remember, first comes, first is served. And remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, so when you put something in the chat, it took more or less 20 seconds. Do we have a webinar tomorrow? I think yes. I'm not sure, Miguel, but I think so. Hello MHB boss, how are you? MHB, you are the boss, you know, not me. You are the boss, I'm just your servant, you know. So everybody, type in the chat. Maybe this is a way I can help you. What are the things that you are still struggling with? And type in the chat the currency pair that you want to check. First come, first is served. Okay, what are the things? So we are passed over the basic and the beginner module. What are the things that you are still struggling, everybody, in order to enter into a trade, you know, or maybe exit a trade? Candlestick formation combination with pivot point. Great. So what is your question, MHB? Hello Christian. MHB, what is your question? Candlestick formation in combination with a pivot point. So what's the question? What is bothering you? What is your challenge? What you have still difficulties with? Candlestick formation are easy to, I mean, maybe not in the beginning, but it just practice, and it's no secret, you know. Bullish candlestick formation, bearish candlestick formation. But you say in combination with a pivot point. Hello, time to shine, how are you? Everything, Miguel, everything, come on man. Everything, no, right? Okay, everything, no problem, but let's go step by step. What is bothering you, number 1? What you have challenges, number 2? I'm joking with Miguel, everybody, but really, this is a puzzle, you know. Every time you learn something new, and you are trying to connect the dots. Now, good news, bad news, as we talked about many times, this is a skill, you know. You can learn this. Okay, so MHB, type Time to shine struggle most, how to put it all into practice from using the higher time. Well, time to shine and Miguel. Time to shine and Miguel, from Monday, from Tuesday and Wednesday, we just repeated the same protocol, you know. So maybe let's ask this question: what is still bothering you? What you don't understand? It's just the same protocol, you know. So where is the chart? We from yesterday it was AUDJPY on the line, you know. AUDJPY. So, and we talked about the aggressive, the very aggressive. Where are the questions? You know, so it's not a secret, everybody, and it's not that difficult, believe me. You just need to repeat this one. How to put in practice from using the higher time frame? Well, time to shine. You ask yourself, what is the market doing long term, short term, and right now from the monthly, weekly, daily, and maybe on the daily and the 1 hour, 2 hour, you are trying to figure out what is the market going to do, most likely, and why. Hello Victor, how are you? When it breaks the pivot point and candle also in my direction, but it hit stop loss in 10 trades, I got 7 stop loss. It's very headache for me these days. MHB, would you be so kind and tell me a currency pair and a time frame? When it breaks the pivot point and candle in my direction but my hit. Okay, so you are, I don't remember from yesterday, or it was Salbakti or Time to Shine. Don't MHB, maybe you are trading breakouts. Maybe you are trading breakouts on structure. Maybe you are trading breakouts on pivot points. The trading time frame I find the hardest. Would you be more specific, Time to Shine? Friends, don't forget to put the like. Yes, we always appreciate a thumb up. Thank you, Victor. So, MHB, are you trading, question for you, are you trading pivot points breakout? Or resistance breakout, or support breakout? Is this the question? Everybody in the market must wave, right? It must. There is no question about this. It must wave. So, and if you are trading breakouts, could be the pivot point breakout, could be the structure breakout, could be the support or resistance breakout, you know, any breakout. The market, when it's going to break, it's going to retrace every time, every single time. And then we have the probability that the market is going also establish a channel, you know, maybe it's going to start a sideways movement, a consolidation. So don't trade breakouts. And we learned this, everybody, in the first lessons. At the very beginning we explained to you that the best entries are end of retracements, you know. So MHB, if this is your case, I don't know, I'm still waiting for your answer, and today I have a mouse problem, you know. So maybe try not to enter at structure breakouts or pivot point breakouts or whatever breakouts. Try to enter the end of retracement. Those are the best entries, not just for the beginner trader, also for the professional trader. And yes, of course, this is my opinion, you know, you can reject what we are telling you, you can accept. GBP USD 2 hour time frame, yes, breakouts mostly, so stop doing this, MHB, easy answer. And everybody else who is trading breakouts, those are the worst entries for the beginner trader. Number one, because you don't have the emotional stamina, most likely, you know, and if you're entering from the daily chart, you don't have enough capital, and of course the market is going to reverse and is going to stop you out. Maybe MHB should widen his stop loss. Yes, volatility can cause stopping out of the stop loss is not wide. Yes, agree with you, Miguel. And today we had news from Great Britain, you know. So GBP USD 2-hour chart. Okay, MHB, let's start with you. All right, tell me, were you long or were you short? Time to shine. MHB was first, so let's address GBP USD, right? And for you, everybody that is thinking, oh, I have a difficult time with everything, or you know, everything bothers me, I still don't quite understand. Well, we are going to do the same thing from the 2 days, from yesterday and from Thursday. We are just changing pairs. So we addressed GBP JPY. Yesterday we addressed AUD JPY. Today we are going to address GBP USD, and if we have time, if not today, tomorrow, it's going to be CHF JPY. So MHB, were you short or were you long on the 2-hour chart? Type in the chat your entry, your direction, and your stop loss and take profit. You know, everybody. So we are on the 2-hour chart, right? Structure high, structure low, structure high, extension, retracement, extension on the 2-hour chart. And because I cannot compress more the chart, I need to go on the 4-hour chart and start to see. And if I don't understand what is happening on the 4-hour chart, I need to go on the 8-hour chart. So on the 8-hour chart, you know, 8-hour chart. Okay, so 8-hour chart, we were in an uptrend and then we fall down, right? And 8-hour chart, extension, retracement. Not this, so this would be extension, retracement, extension, and this would translate. So this was a false breakout, so this is going to be like this. This is going to be, all of this is going to be the extension. Okay, I'm going to redo it. Okay, so all of this was extension, retracement, and again this was the extension, and something like this. Okay, now 8-hour chart, let's jump on the 4-hour chart just to see maybe something different. I think it's okay. And then we're going to jump on the 2-hour chart. So this is the big picture. You know, I cannot compress more the chart, but we are in a down retracement right now. I understand all the concepts, but I don't know why I find analysis and entries difficult. Well, ask Victor, you know. He has enough experience to tell you this. Why is that difficult? Victor, what would you say? Or Christian, you are talking a lot. What would you say, Victor and Christian? Why is that difficult to find analysis and entries? Time to shine. I mean, Victor. Don't worry, everybody. Good news. We are all the same in the beginning. We have the same challenges, you know. It's normal. It's a process. Okay? It's a process. It's normal. So, entry and MHB 126 stop loss. So you were long, right? Entry, so entry long, and you entered at 1.26300. Okay, and your stop loss was at, so let's color code this in red. This is going to be your stop loss, and it was at 1.242. And MHB, would you be so kind and type when did you enter, so we know the day. And the take profit is going to be green. Green is 1.30000, whatever. Okay. Dennis, watch this. Don't mix the analysis with entries. So, time to shine. Christian is saying don't mix the analysis with the entries. Thank you, Christian. So when you analyze the market, everybody, it's one thing. When you enter into the market, it's the other thing, says Christian. Victor, time to shine is asking you, I understand all the concepts, but I don't know why I find analysis and entry so difficult. Christian already gave his opinion. What do you say? MHB, I'm still waiting for, tell me the day, more or less, you know. Did you enter today, yesterday, in the past week? And we are going to check if your trade was less risky, more risky, the stop loss, the probabilities, you know. Everybody, there is no right or wrong, right? Some of you like short stop losses, it's okay. And it depends on the strategy, and your strategy depends on your personality. So you can have a short stop, like in here, and you can have a wider stop, you know. Short stop, oh passion, but I like short stops. No problem, there is no right or wrong. You are just going to work a little bit more harder. A little bit harder, you know. 1606. Time to shine. Miguel said, I understand all the concepts, but I don't know why I find analysis and entries difficult. Miguel says it's called fear. Thank you, Miguel. In the end, we need to see the bigger picture from the monthly in order to survive in the market waves in the lower time frame. Absolutely yes, King. Absolutely yes. So 16th, June 16th. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. Everybody, so you are doing this, right? The market goes, so this is the market, and the market is falling down, and it's making a bullish candlestick formation, and the market made some kind of double bottom, and because you don't know, you are going to say to yourself, well, I'm going to enter when the market breaks this high. Am I correct? This is how you think, everybody? MHB, especially you. Is this how you think? I have an up structure on the 2-hour chart. I have an up structure on the 2-hour chart, and the market is retracing. Yes, I have an up structure on the 2-hour chart, and the market is retracing. And I see some kind of double bottom, but because I'm not sure, and Miguel, you are absolutely correct, my friend, this is fear, everybody, and because I don't know what the market is going to do, I'm going to put a entry, a buy stop order, or maybe I'm going to enter manually when I see this, the market breaking up this high. Am I correct? Am I correct, MHB? This is how you think? Top-down analysis, I think it's called. Well, I don't know this, but you are correct. Maybe you are using wrong timing indicators. Time to chances tank, yes. Okay. So MHB and everybody else, it's not that difficult, you know. We are keep repeating the same mistakes. You know. What is the mistake, everybody? Okay, now this is a trader's mistake. It's not a trading mistake, this is a trader mistake. What's the problem with this entry? Come on, everybody, let's work together. Let's try to think. What's the problem with this entry? And of course, there is no right or wrong. In the same way that MHB lost, it could win, right? Because today it was news day. But what's the problem with this entry? So, and I'm going to help you, MHB and everybody else. What's the problem when you have an up structure and the market does something like this? So, and I'm going to change colors. You have an up structure. Remember, everybody, we are trying to learn how to think. And you have something like this on the smaller time frame. So what's the problem with this entry here? Come on, everybody, let's work together. Let's try to think. There is no right or wrong, but technically speaking, we learned all of this, right? What's the problem? Miguel says top-down analysis is correct. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, King. You did expand my vocabulary. I didn't know that it's called top-down analysis. So thank you. MHB, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. But today you are on the line, and if you want to learn. And remember, MHB, Victor is watching you, you know. Victor is watching what you are going to say, so be careful there. Nah, I'm just joking, you know. The short-term trend is not confirmed. Time to shine, you are correct. What short-term trend? What short-term trend is not confirmed? Remember, everybody, we don't have the crystal ball, so we don't see this one. We don't see the quadrant. We entered when the market broke out. We entered the breakout. But look at the picture, the red and the blue. What's the problem? The high broke the previous relevant one. Maybe yes, maybe no. But Miguel, you are with the MHB if you think like this. You know, everybody, again, right? Again, one more time, again, one more time. On the 2-hour chart, this is the relevant low, this is the relevant high, this is the relevant higher low, and this is the relevant higher high on the 2-hour chart. And talking about the short-term trend, those are the relevant high and relevant low, and again relevant high. So you need to understand structure and you need to understand short-term trends. So yes, this was the market made a higher high, but why is this entry not okay? Technically speaking, right? Technicals. Christian says the market just break the last small structure. Christian, we don't have small structures. We have structure and the short-term trend. Okay? Time to shine, and we are still in a retracement in theory. Well, when the market, everybody, So MHB and everybody else who is quiet, there is some logic, right? There is some logic into entering, but what's the problem with this kind of entries? And it's the same when we talked about, you know, the worst entries are the trend or structure breakouts. MHB traded a trend breakout, and it's the same logic. So what's the problem? The previous high is not relevant. Well, yes and no. It's not relevant from the structure standpoint, but it is relevant from the short-term trend standpoint. Green, and I have a mouse problem today. Green, green. No, I was short. Yes, Mega, we're talking about MHB. MHB was long. The structure, yes sir. So, okay everybody, what's the problem? What's the challenge? What is this? When MHB entered and everybody else who is quiet right now, what did we enter? Did we enter a 50% trade? Did we enter a 50% trade? Did we enter a 25% trade? Did we enter a 100% trade? MHB, what would you say? When you buy breakouts, everybody, what kind of trades are you entering? And I'm talking about the trend confirmation. Is a breakout entry a 50% entry? Is a breakout entry 25% entry? Or is a breakout 100% entry? Time to shine, 50%. And candle was also bullish. Candlestick formation, MHB. Listen to me, MHB, and everybody else. What did we learn? What did we learn about bullish and bearish candlestick formations? What did we learn? Buy bullish candlestick formations in an uptrend, right? So, and when this happens, you know, look at the small picture and look at the bigger picture. So when you buy here, why did you buy? Did you buy the uptrend in here? Time to time, everybody, I need to push your ears, right? Did you buy an uptrend in here? Is this candlestick formation bullish in the same place as this candlestick formation? Vincent, 50%, yes sir. Christian, 50%, yes sir. MHB and everybody else, candlestick formations. Is this bullish candlestick formation in here in the same place as this candlestick formation? Are you buying the same pattern if you want, or are you doing something different? What would you say? What would you say? Is this the same? Is the black line and the circle the same as the blue line as the circle? Boss, it's a pivot point. MHB, I don't care. Because pivot point, it's not a number. I don't care, everybody. It's a pivot point, monthly, it's a support, resistance. You still entered. And again, this is, if you accept the rules and the concept that we are trying to teach you, you know that this entry was bad. It was 50%. 50% is what? Casino, you know? You go to the slot machine and you put in the slot machine your money, and maybe you are going to win, maybe you are going to lose. And do this 100 times, everybody. And I'm going to ask you, do you have an edge in the market? Because sometimes the market is going to go your direction, you know, and sometimes not. But if you want me to put money on the table for you to trade, I'm going to ask you, well, how do you know that after the breakout the market is going to push up? What is going to be your answer? And you are going to answer because only when you understand that this entry is totally different than this entry. I can ask the same question, how do you know that the market is going to go up here, and how do you know that the market is going to go up in here? And of course we are talking about probabilities. Not at all, we are premature timing, not right. I agree. Any no, Miguel, bullish doji is not a candlestick formation. Agree with you. Question, we are in the retracement, so not the same power of candlestick formations. Absolutely yes. Or banana, not the same. Structure and short-term trend, yes sir. I agree with time to shine, and when I want to implement what I'm learning in pair like AUDSD in smaller 2 hour time frame, I find it difficult to determine if it's tradable or not. I guess I want to trade everything, maybe yes. What do you mean, Mr. Victor? About the banana? Okay, great. Everybody, the best entries are end of retracements. End of retracements are the best entries. End of retracements. And you can use a counter trendline break if you want, but end of retracements are the best entries. Now tell me, did MHB and everybody else that it's quiet entered at end of retracement? And this question is going to solve your question, Salbakti and Time to Shine. You need to learn, so trading is a skill, and MHB, Salbakti and Time to Shine most likely, okay, I don't know, I need to check your charts, we need to have a conversation, but most likely you need to train yourself to spot end of retracement. And again, look at this entry in here and look at this entry in here and tell me, do you see, where do you see this picture? Yellow quadrant. Do you see this picture in here, or do you see this picture in here? Can you see the difference, everybody, in the entry? And again, we are talking about probabilities. End of retracement is when we have a change in the short-term trend. Congratulations to you. Did MHB had, when MHB entered with the, or let's make it broader, right? So if you are entering with breakouts, everybody, listen to me very carefully what I'm telling you. No, there is no right or wrong, okay? I'm not saying that don't do this. I'm telling that breakouts maybe are not suitable for the beginner trader. Okay? So this is the broader question. If end of a retracement is when we have a change in the short-term trend, do you have an end of retracement, or can you see a change in the short-term trend when you are entering with breakouts? It's a simple yes or no question. Yes or no? Can you see the change in the short-term trend when you are entering with breakouts, everybody? What do you think? It's common sense, right? It's not that difficult. If you are entering with breakouts, it doesn't matter, structure breakouts, short-term trend breakouts, consolidation breakouts. Can you see a change in the short-term trend? He entered just with 25 confirmation of a new trend. Well, it's 50 because 25 plus 25. Salbakti, no, exactly. Exactly. Christian says no, exactly. Annie, no. MHB, what about you? Come on, everybody, we are here to learn, right? Don't be shy, oh, I made a mistake. We are here to learn, and you are going to learn doing mistakes. You cannot learn otherwise. Time to shine? No, correct. So, if you understand this, everybody, and you are continuing doing this, guess what? You have formed a bad trading habit. And this is scary, right? Let's think about, man, I'm trading for 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and I'm entering with breakouts. And I understand that I cannot predict and I cannot see a confirmation, but I'm keep doing this. Well, good news, bad news. Good news, this have an explanation, but bad news, you formed a bad trading habit. MHB says no, correct. You can't. So homework, everybody, try to figure out if you are in a habit of doing this. And if you are in a habit of doing this, this is called a trader's mistake. It's your mistake, everybody. It's not a trading mistake, it's a trader's mistake. Okay? It's my mistake. I'm doing this. It's not the market. Hello, Akos, how are you? It's not the market. Oh, the market hit my stop loss, and my stop loss in the wrong place. Well, maybe yes, maybe not, but the fact is that you are entering prematurely. And if you would wait, everybody, and we don't have the crystal ball, but if you would not enter with the breakout, and you say, well, we have a higher high, man. Okay, let's monitor the market. Okay, let's monitor the market, and if the market is going to, so we are here, the market made a higher high, so if the market is going to push higher in some place of the retracement, is going to change the short-term trend. Agreed, everybody? Do we agree on this? This is how we should think as beginner traders. Of course, if we are not scalpers or something different, but if we are intraday traders, swing traders, position traders, strategy traders, trend traders, whatever, this is how we should think about this higher high. Do we agree on that, everybody? Time to shine and Salbakti, are you getting the lesson? Is this helping you? Is this helping you, everybody? And Miguel is totally right, so we have two emotions, Maybe you are entering because of fear, and you say, oh, but I don't have fear. I'm not talking as a person, but you can have fears of missing out, Maybe you are fearful, maybe you are greedy, Salbakti, exactly, I fear that this is my case. So journal your trades, everybody, and if you do this 5 times out of 10, believe me, you are in a habit of doing this. Does this make sense? Christian says yes, Annie, yes. Yes, thanks, of course. Okay. Now, what we learned, everybody, is that if I'm trading this story, we learned about different stories. If this is my entry and I'm trading this story, and this story is happening on the 2-hour chart, on what time frame am I going to see the change in the short-term trend? What time frame? Am I going to see the change in the short-term trend on the 15-minute chart or on the daily chart? In order for me to go long on the 2-hour chart on the GBP USD with an up structure on the 2-hour and an up retracement. Salbak says absolutely, Vincent, yes. On what time frame, MHB and everybody else who is quiet, am I going to see a change in the short-term trend that is going to confirm me that maybe, you know, we're talking about probabilities, maybe this market is going to push higher. Time to shine? No. You cannot possibly see the swings, the trends on the daily. The correct answer, everybody, is the 15-minute chart. Yes, Christian, 15-minute chart. 15 minute, 50 minute, great. So I have the higher high and I'm going to put the vertical line and I'm going to jump on the 15-minute chart. Okay. MHB, are you following? MHB? Okay. Now I'm going on the 15-minute chart, and on the 15-minute chart I can see, right, the short-term trend. So high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. It's not that difficult, everybody, I'm telling you. But it's a process, yes, you know. Right? So before I'm going to jump, right? And we talked again, there is another concept, right? We talked yesterday, when the market makes a high, what it must do in order to wave. And this is why for the beginner trader the breakouts are bad. These entries are bad for the beginner trader. The market broke, you know, make a higher high, breaks out, and because the market must wave the next, you can expect this, everybody. The market is going to form a high and it's going to retrace. It cannot wave other way. You can ask a quantum physicist if this is true. How can the universe move? He's going to tell you the same way, you know. The market must wave. It cannot move other way. Make a low, yes. But from the smaller time perspective, so what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait. Okay, let's zoom in the chart, and I'm going to wait for the market to show me a change in the short-term trend. So let's see what is going to happen. The market's falling down, right? The market's falling, and the market's moving up, right? And this is the 15-minute chart. High to low. Do I have a change, everybody, in the short-term trend going up? Hello Victor, I'm analyzing with you again the whole process of entry structure and mistake. No problem, it's a process. Vince says hello Akos, make a higher low. Did the market show me? Do we have a change in the short-term trend on the 50-minute chart going up? It's a yes or no question. The market broke The market made a higher high on the 2-hour chart. Now we are on the 15-minute chart, trying to figure out when the market is going to show us a change in the short-term trend. No, right? Let's move on. Okay, market moving. So we have a high. Did the market show us? Time to shine, 50% change so far. Yes, against our direction, not in our direction, but against us. I would think yes. No, sir. Where are you seeing, everybody? No. Look at the pink line. What we are trying to see? We are trying to see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. And we are trying to see this on the 15-minute chart. No, 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 not yet. It is a 50%, yes, against us. We want to see because MHB was long, right? And again, we have what? Do we have a higher high, higher low, or do we have a lower low, lower high? Everybody, we want to see higher highs and higher lows in order to go long. Not lower lows, lower highs. Higher highs, higher lows. So, and the market is moving, you know. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is a low, this is a high. Right? Let's make it like this. What about now? Do we have a change in the short-term trend? Everybody? Do we have a change in the short-term trend? Look at this is where you are losing money, everybody. Look at this. Look at the market and tell me if this is this. And it's a yes or no question. And it's the same perception challenge, spatial intelligence. That it's a learnable skill, but we have problems in the beginning. We need to train ourselves. You know? Okay, understood. Lower high, lower low. Yes. What about now? What about now? Is the same? Hi Vincent, call me if you have time. Sure. No, because we are still long. Actually, we are not long yet. So everybody, okay. Now I'm going to draw another picture. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. So what was this? Okay, let's redo. We have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher high, like this, and then we had like this, right? Like this, and like this, and I have a mouse problem today, and like this. Is this the same, everybody? Is the lower picture that we should enter the same as the upper picture? No. Christian, yes. No, because we are not long. We are not long. Okay, we are going, everybody, we have 5 more minutes, so It's not the same, everybody, because what are the relevant highs and lows? This is the relevant high and this is the relevant low. And if you think that this is the confirmation that you are looking for, technically speaking, it's not. You know, why is this low relevant? Because we had a lower low. If you look at the violet line, the market was making higher highs, higher low until this happened. This was the first low that broke this low. Okay? So this makes a downtrend, short-term downtrend, relevant high quadrant, relevant low quadrant. And these higher highs, higher lows are not relevant. This is still 75 on the short-term downtrend. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay, so no, we don't have a change in the short-term trend. And 1, 2, so we made a new lower low. Now we have this short-term downtrend. High to low, low to high, high to low. And the market is moving and it's waving, and it's waving, and it's waving, and it's waving, and it's waving. Do we have a change in the short-term trend? MHB and everybody else? Do we have a change in the short-term trend? This is what we are trying to see. The market is going to make lower lows, lower highs, and in some point in time is going to make higher highs, higher lows, relevant ones to the trend. No, right? We don't have a change in the short-term trend. And everybody, what is the lesson? Those concepts apply on every combination of time frames and currency pairs. It's the same concept with the 2-hour chart and 15-minute chart, and the daily and the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour chart, and the weekly and the daily and the monthly and the weekly. It's the same. So it went down and it pushed down and it pushed down, and until now we don't have a change in the short-term trend on the 15-minute chart. MHB, is it clear? Why did you lose? And it's okay, it's a process, you know. We are trying to learn how to trade, we are trying to learn market dynamics, how the market works. Time to shine, Salbakti and everybody else who is quiet. Do you understand why did you lose? With the breakout entry where you cannot see the change in the short-term trend, do you understand, everybody, why are you losing on this kind of entries? Everybody? Miguel and everybody else who have challenges with everything, does this lesson help you? And if you know, everybody, that you are entering in a place that you should not enter, and you know this, journal your trades, and when you are going to do 5 trades out of 10, believe me, you formed bad trading habits. Makes sense, right? Yes, learned. Okay. So we are clear, as beginner traders, we are not going to do this type of entries anymore. We are going to be patient, and we are going to monitor the short-term trends on the smaller time frame and we are going to enter only when we see a change in the short-term trend, going together in the same direction with the higher time frame. I'm telling you, everybody, it's not that difficult, but you must understand, and how you say the Spanish, repítalo, you know, repeat, 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 always the same. Repeat the same process until it becomes a habit, and then you can fly, you know. I see, but it's difficult for me. The lessons helps. Just practice, practice, practice. Just practice, you know. Yes, of course, I will rewatch this over and over. Yes, please. Everybody, watch the lesson over and over and journal, you know. We're going to talk on Friday about the next levels, but so one last sentence from psychology, and then we are done for today. You cannot escape from a prison that you are unaware you are in. Everybody, this is a psychological concept. You cannot escape from a prison that you are unaware that you are in. And we are talking about habits, you know. And time to time you are telling me, oh, passion, but you are rude. This is the truth, you know. If you are not going anywhere after 1-2 years, one maybe not, but if you are trying for 2 years plus and you aren't consistent, maybe you don't know that you are in a prison, you know. And prison, it's a synonym for bad trading habits, and you cannot escape this, because when you trade you think everything is okay, and you think that you are doing the right thing. Okay, everybody, our class is over, our time is over. See you back tomorrow. Miguel, I don't know, I think yes.